wolves are now over there, and I think there's caribou as well. So I'm not sure. Still pretty far away. I don't think we're gonna have anything to shoot from that stand because there are no more mature males in that mountain goat herd, and even if there were, we would not be up high enough to actually be able to complete that mission. So we're just gonna get the stand for completion's sake. So we can get that question mark off the map. I did just interact with that. I did interact with that map and there was nothing. That is really weird. More mountain goats. Wait, are you the same group from... No, you're not the same group from down here. You're a different herd of goats. Hello. Well, first of all, you are too far up in the mountain, and secondly, none of you are mature, so... You get to live. Congratulations. I think there might be caribou over there. I'm not entirely sure. Might just be the rest of the wolves. Wait, there are more goats over there. Really? I mean, the ones that we spoke ran up over here, right? Right? Adult, young. There's a 1-star mature goat. Okay. Hold the press. It might actually be easiest if we go up here. Okay, now we gotta be a little bit more careful because we're actually getting pretty close. What did we just spook? Oh, the wolves again. Okay, but these are the goats. These are the ones we want. There's a 1-star mature. Young, adult, mature female, not what we want. But you are pretty good. We're gonna take you. That's this one. Excellent. And there's caribou. And more goats, if I'm seeing that correctly. Adult, young, young, young. Oh, I think that's the herd that we spooked. Young, young. A 2-star adult. Yeah, we're not gonna shoot a 2-star adult. That's not happening. Even though we have a pretty nice long-range shot here, we are not shooting a 2-star adult. That is too high fitness. I'm sorry. We're not doing that. We are collecting our goat, going up to that point of interest, and then we're gonna switch to our main story missions. Don't think there's anything else that's of interest over here, is there? No. All right. $28.44, we'll take that. Two down, 3 to go. And those caribou can spook, I don't mind. So can the mountain goats. There's nothing in there that I need. As a matter of fact, I don't think there's anything further up ahead that we need, so we're just gonna keep on walking. Okay, there go the drink zones. So now we're just gonna head straight for our point of interest, which is actually a very nice ice wall. There's 2 of those. They both look pretty nice. And I think for a while one of them had the default environment design cube behind it. Which I don't know exactly how. I think it was the Klutz who found it. And I don't know how he managed to climb there, but he did. There was some platforming shenanigans that were involved there. The Tikani Berg. Okay. Yeah, this is blindingly white. This is like turning on light mode in Discord. Oof. Flashbanged by the game. Okay. Let's switch back to the main story. Oh, actually, first let's hand in the Architect before I forget about that. And let's try this campsite one more time. Because I'm very confused about this. Yeah, we're done interacting with this. But it's not completing.
How'd you like the Akatak? I enjoyed preparing it with you, more than I expected. Thank you for making only a few unnecessary jokes. Please take the rest to work with you and share it with others. I was sure no one who came after your former Captain Frank would be able to deal with the problems of this wilderness with such respect and knowledge. But you and your colleague surprised me. Keep up the good work and enjoy my lands. Your friend, Dolly Clearwater.
Hey, Melgadian, how's it going?
It's pretty tasty. And this bowl is mine now.
That is a very cute little bowl. Look, it's got a bunny hanging out there. Alright. So. Cabin unlocked. Campsite found. And we found a decent good spot for wolves. We just need to give them some time to grow up. So we can go back to the main story. Yeah, nice bunny bowl. Alright, check all the posters about hunting safety. Oh right, we already got all of those, thankfully. So we don't actually have to travel on foot to those campsites. Did you change some audio settings, by the way? I did have to reapply my microphone. Volume seems a bit lower. Game volume or my volume? Mine. I did have to reapply my microphone because for some stupid reason it did not want to recognize any voice in the beginning. I can try to make it a bit louder. See if that helps. Testing, testing, testing. Set the percentage for it up to 120 now. So, no change. That is incredibly weird. Hang on. I've set it up to 150. Is that better? Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. To be clear, one can still hear you fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
You can just keep your mouth shut if you don't have anything smart to say.
It's just lower than it was. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know what happened. I didn't even update OBS in between when I left and when for business and when I came back, but when I started the stream, I didn't even have any audio at all because OBS had just decided not to detect my microphone anymore. It was really weird.
Have you ever accidentally tried to get into someone else's parked car because you quickly glanced at it and thought you recognized your own? Our brains are trying to help us by filling in information and using assumptions to make quicker decisions, but such decisions can be lethal when operating a firearm. Like mistaking a trash bag for a quickly moving badger. Everyone has seen an animal when there was none, at least once. So, how to avoid it? Breathe in, breathe out, calm down, close your eyes and open them. Is the target you see still the Sitka deer, or is it just a funnily shaped bush, or your son who suddenly changed location? This is not the Wild West. Being quick on the draw is not rewarded. When in doubt, don't shoot.
So this is basically hunting safety 101 for anyone who needs it.
Maybe more people will read it if it looks funny. Don't shoot when you only have a split second to decide. Yeah, you might not bag those great antlers you can boast about to your buddies, but neither will you mistakenly shoot the friend who went after different tracks an hour ago, and who you could have sworn was much further away. Better safe than sorry. Experience may not safeguard a hunter from wrongly identifying a target, but create a cognitive bias instead. The sound of a breaking branch, raking the ground, and the heavy footsteps of deer, you think you hear all the correct signs and your brain recognizes them as the sound of your prey. But are you sure you aren't just hearing and seeing what you want to? Be humble. Hunters more experienced than you have managed to accidentally hurt humans with their firearms. If they were wrong, you could be too. At least this one stayed pristine.
And for some reason I have to reinspect those maps. Or at least I can reinspect them.
Haha, very funny. Identify your target beyond all doubt. Despite this message being constantly repeated, accidents still occur. Are you 100% you have correctly identified an animal? So were all the experienced hunters who killed a person. Try to look at your target with fresh eyes, looking for signs of it being possibly human and not just for the signs of animals. Because it happens. Treat every sound or movement as human until proven otherwise. Wow. Picasso. The golden rules of gun safety. Number 1, treat all guns as if they are loaded. Number 2, never point a gun at anything you are not willing to destroy. Number 3, keep your finger off the trigger until ready to fire. Number 4, be sure of your target and what is behind it. The golden rules of hunting safety. Number 1, follow the rules of gun safety. Number 2, establish and share everyone's zone of fire with one another and know where everyone is at all times. Number 3, never climb over anything with a loaded gun in your hand or on your person. Number 4, never use a scope on a gun instead of binoculars.
And I would not be surprised if this last rule is the reason why we do not have hunter sense identification of animals when using the scope rather than when using the binoculars.
Dearest colleague Jackie.
You have no idea how menacing that sounds.
Do you remember the trail cam you set up to catch the road shooters?
Yes?
It malfunctioned somehow and for several hours captured only stills, not video. I have shots of some cars and I've managed to narrow it down to 3. The driver of one of them shot at the Sitka decoy, but I don't know which one. I've sent the photos to your lodge, so could you please go to the area and collect some evidence?
Sure, I don't have a problem with you calling me when I'm actually on the clock.
Thank you.
As opposed to 7 in the morning on my day off. Okay, any caribou here by any chance? No. Okay. Yeah. Back to the lodge.